What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. Today, we're continuing on with the Valheim world record speedrun grind. Before we jump into that and I start explaining that, I'm going to do the usual intro. Just want to quickly say, for anyone that doesn't know, or for anyone that caught the previous stream, I did just go live before and I lost internet pretty much instantaneously. So some of you may have got an alert and a link to a stream that wasn't there. So I was sorry for any confusion about that. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. But my house full on just lost internet, but it just appeared to be for a few seconds or a few minutes. So I'm sorry about that. Sorry for the confusion. I deleted those VODs. We're back live again now. What's up, Doru? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. So today we're running the official speedrun category. New game, random seed, glitchless. All bosses. Start out by turning off the tutorials. Yeah. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually typing in the print seeds command because the console actually, not the console, the chat box does show up, but you can't see it during this animation. But anyway, this is a speedrun category where we've got to kill all the bosses as fast as possible with a brand new character on a brand new random seed. What's up, Patame? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. Thanks, Daru. I appreciate that, bud. Alright, so let's do some print seed commands. This allows us to check the sort of beginning of the flight path here with the dungeons, which gives away that there's actually a black forest there, of course. Can I actually check my settings real quick? Everything looks good. We can also check for mountains from here. What's up, Legend? Thanks for stopping by the stream, bud. I hope you're doing good. All right. So yeah, we're in the midst of a crazy heat wave right now. In the UK, I'm pretty sure in a lot of other places as well. And you know, I don't know what the exact temperature was today, but it was over 30 degrees C, which is, I'm sure, nothing for a lot of people, but the UK is quite humid and we'd have no AC, and yeah, I'm not complaining. And that's not what I want to talk about. I just for clarification, with my plan for the stream today is I plan to just start after the sun has gone down, because I do stream in a tiny little box room. For anyone that, I know you can't really probably tell from watching the stream, but I stream from a little box room, so it is like, it's crazy when it gets like that. So I'm just like purposely starting the stream later today, so we'll do a late stream. I'll stream past midnight and stuff, hit a different time zone. What's up, Tony? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. What's up, Legend? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. What's up, Henrik? Thanks for the look. I appreciate that, and thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're having a nice day. What's up, Austin? Hope you're doing good, buddy. All right, so you do see deer already. See if we can get him. Thanks for the look, Tony. I appreciate that. Thanks for the look as well, Max. Really appreciate that, bud. I hope you're having a nice day. What's up, Bevo? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good. I am feeling better. Thank you very much, Bev. Right, hopefully we get some good trophy drop rates here. I'm gonna reset this chat window a bit. There we go. hear the deer, but I don't see him. There he is. What's up, Aaron? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. Trophy, please. Foggy. Oh, the legend. Living up to the name as usual. Thank you so much for gifting a membership to chat. Oh, Andrew. Thanks for gifting a membership to Andrew, your legend. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive, legend. I really appreciate that, bud. So anyone watching and only 11 likes, we'll find you. You heard Jesse. Be careful. Better hit them likes. No telling what's gonna happen. Thanks again so much, legend. Really appreciate that, bud. Thanks for supporting the content and helping keep the dream alive, dude. That's right, we'll find you and politely ask you to smash the like button. True. Don't want that to happen. Things could get crazy. I think I started streaming at the right time, guys, because it's literally just starting to cool down in this room, I feel like. So I'm happy about that. Keep hearing deer and not before I see him at the minute. But it's working out alright so far, so not too bad. Trophy, please. Oh, we got one. What's up, Alex? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good. I hit the like button on YouTube and then watching Twitch. Hell yeah, Alex. I appreciate that. That's the highest IQ way to consume the content. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. Nice. Actually, a really good start. Hoggy, Bevo, thank you so much. Your legend, thank you for the 11 months super sub YouTube membership. Thank you so much. Your legend, thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. Time flies when you're watching excellent streams. Thanks, Nick. Oh, that's very nice of you to say. Thanks so much, Bevo. I really appreciate that. It's very kind. Thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. Hope you have a great day. Right. 6:49 is actually kind of an insane time for all bosses run, not gonna lie. Thanks for the look, Eric. I really appreciate that, bud. Foggy Aaron, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You're legend, bud. Thanks so much for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. That's very generous. Thanks, bud. I hope you're having a great day. We have no sign of Black Forest, but we can head to the coast to get some flint. I'm probably going to cook and craft. Foggy, there it goes. Thanks so much, Aaron. You legend, bud.
Coins for the RNG gods.
True. Gonna make sure the RNG gods are in our favor. I appreciate that. Thanks again, Aaron. I hope you're having a great day, bud. For supporting the content, as always. Thanks very much. All right. Oh, Austin. Sorry, not Aaron. I'm sorry. Austin, thank you so much for the $5 super chat and supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. I appreciate that, bud. Sorry, I got confused with two A's near each other in the chat. I apologize. Thanks so much, Austin. Thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive, bud. I hope you're having a great day. Really appreciate that. Sorry about that. That was a faux pas. I apologize. Thanks so much, Austin. You're a legend, bro.
Now it was greater than smiley face.
Okay, now Aaron, thanks so much for the $5 super chat and helping keep the dream alive. Thanks a lot, Aaron. Thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive, bud. I really appreciate that. This is why I was confused, is because of the two ways next to each other, but also Aaron always donates $5. Thanks so much, Austin and Aaron, for the $5 super chats. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate that. It's very kind. Thanks for keeping the content and the dream alive. True, Matt. The sun has just made me lose my mind. This is erotic. I feel it. Hell yeah, I appreciate that, Chris. Like the energy as always, bud. Thanks again for the super chats, everybody. Thanks for supporting the content. I really appreciate that. Foggy. Matt, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You legend. Thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. I really appreciate that, dude. Probably not going to need all that stuff. Thank you so much, Matt. There he goes.
Can't leave you out with a quick dono.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks so much, Matt. Thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive, bud. It's very generous. Thank you. Hope you're having a great day. Replaying Resident Evil 6 right now. First time trying it on PC. Oh, interesting. That's cool. I keep thinking about replaying a Resident Evil game at some point soon. What's up, C-Wage? Thanks for stopping by the stream, and thanks for the look. I appreciate that, bud. What looks like more likely to yield a Black Forest? Maybe this way? Like, it looks like this land is maybe connected, right? So hard to say. Good pace though, we have time. Which campaign are you gonna start with, Aaron? I always remember the Leon one being the best, but might be wrong about that. I know people are fans of different campaigns in that game. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate that. We are getting close, bud. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. You see, I would have guessed that it can't all be meadows, but it's actually been meadows for much longer than I thought so far. This area. It is this island, which is good. We could actually go inland. That might actually be better. Now we've got some flint. Or all the flint. Afternoon, Sean. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. I chose to start at this sort of time today, guys, because I literally just decided to wait till the sun went down because of the heat wave. Because I could barely stand being in my living room today. I just sat outside at one point for ages. But that's all good. If the heat wave persists, we'll just keep doing this sort of time slot. What's up, Paul? Thanks so much for the $5 super chat, you legend. Thanks so much for supporting the content and keeping the tube alive, bud. Really appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day. Poggy, there it goes.
GL today, Nick. I'll be watching while I work on my hardcore running.
Hell yeah. Thanks for the look, Paul. I appreciate that. And thanks so much for supporting the content, keeping the dream alive. And good luck on the runs. Alright, we found Black Forest in 15 minutes. It's not bad, actually. We hear birds. Oh, no, that's a farm. That's actually good to know, though, that there's a farm, because... So because I heard crows, we can find out if it's a burial chamber by doing print seeds, and it isn't, so it's just that tower. But farms actually also show up, which is a weird lucky scenario that can happen because whatever reason, farms seem quite common when you're on the edge of a forest like this. And the good thing about farms is that they always have pigs. And a few chests, so we can get some arrows and some extra leather. I feel like there just being one pig seems unlikely, but we're not like super desperate for leather. You always find Draugr on the edge of a forest as well. Yeah, probably that probably makes sense. Feel like a lot of things happen on edges of biomes. What's up, dude? First time watching a Valheim speedrun. Oh, awesome. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good, community patrol. And I hope you enjoy watching the speedrun. Whoa! This skeleton fell off and landed on me. Holy shit. I'm glad I realized what was going on there. Spider-Man. So bones are good. 1 core is good. Want bones to upgrade the club and... Ooh. Ah. So close. A core to make a bonfire. Don't need another core anymore. Oh, we didn't go this way yet, did we? Oh, well, it's a dead end. Oh, GG, it's all good. We got some useful stuff. We can actually still get more useful stuff because this skeleton's low. Probably attacked by Great Wasp whilst we're away. Honestly, there's no real need to keep this bed here. It's just like whilst we're in there. So now we're carrying too much. I would say we don't really need all these rocks. It's a good safety measure, but to turn grass off, you just turn vegetation onto the lower setting. Try print seeds again, right? Those crypts are where we've already been. You're welcome. Right, this tower can have an Elder Rune on it. Oh man, we're actually kind of stacked right now. Actually, I should have done that differently, but oh well. Gotta love those raindrops or world saves. We're taking some extra damage. You get the fine wood from the stool, and smack the barrel for the leather. A lot of mobs right there. Oh my god. Press the wrong button. A 1 star. Okay, that's good. We need a bit more leather though. Right, I'm gonna do print seeds again. 117, 121, so we're moving further away. I'm guessing it's still those other crypts that we saw before, to be honest. Feel like I can sort of hear a seed. Yeah, I can. I see it. You can hear the Draugr nest from quite far away. If you listen carefully. So whenever I'm doing that, I usually, if I'm being chased by a mob, just sort of circle around a little bit to stop the mob from attacking right away. All right, let's do this again. Okay. I was actually hoping for more bones there, but that's still good. Oh. We don't need this many leather. How do you know when a run is not going to be good? And how early can you notice that? There's no real... The only thing you can ever tell about a run is really the pace. It's the only thing you can tell for sure. So with a lot of practice and a lot of experience on other runs and just sort of knowing a lot about all the different speedrun categories and what's really possible on each boss, for example, you kind of know what sort of time is possible for doing each boss, at each part of the run. So my splits down the side of full boss 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but that's not necessarily in a particular order. That's just literally in the order we find them. And like, I know what a typical, like, what's actually possible for each one of those splits, and I also know how much time roughly there is to be saved in my personal best, which is what the timer is comparing to. So that means that, for example, you know, I know that you can do the second boss. You can have the second boss killed by around the 45-minute mark if you're really lucky, but that's not super likely to happen. It's just but it is possible. However, doing it in an hour or less is extremely doable, much more likely. So therefore, right now I'm going for world record, right? I know I need 25 minutes. I know I need the run to be 25 minutes faster than my personal best, which is what we're comparing it to. So I know we can very comfortably get that 25 minutes of time saved just from the Elder. Whereas if it was gonna be much more than an hour, I know that that's a really bad time that we can easily do better than for that particular boss, for example. And like for the third one, like if our third boss ends up being bone mass, I know that's technically possible to do in less than 2 hours, but that's actually not that common. But again, quite reasonable to expect to be able to do it slightly faster than my PB, and so on and so forth. So this is all just about knowing what, first of all, you need a goal time to be aiming for. And this is actually what splits are used for. This idea of being able to, like, how you know when to reset and stuff. That's what splits are for. They're a tool for speedrunners. And so yeah, it's about having good splits and knowing where the time save is in the run that you're comparing to, and also knowing what kind of additional time save you need to get you goal time. yeah, it's complicated, so sorry for the long answer, but that's the answer. By the way, did you sort out the monitor problem? Yeah, I think so. I changed the port and the cable and it seems to be fine now. I think it was actually just the cable. Whoa. You're welcome, man. Yikes, dude. A couple of these guys are very close to dying. We need a bit of stamina to make sure we can get out of the way. All right. We're using the bones right as we speak, actually. Funny you should ask. We want a level 3 club for the speed run. And if we do 2 level 3 clubs, we don't have to do 2 level 3 clubs. But if we do 2 level 3 clubs, we don't have to make a workbench to repair it. During the bone mass fight. It's kind of funny, the timing of the question. You've seen it now, I'm sure. Was this the one we already went to? I think it... Even if it is, it's worth checking at this point. Ah, it isn't. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Awesome. We're heading in the right general direction as well. So we need to recoup a lot of that wood. This is a good pace so far. What's my strat? I guess I could give a very brief overall summary. It's just to run around with just these weapons, essentially, because these are like the fastest, most meta weapons that we can make that are good enough to do it in a timely fashion, basically. Find all the bosses, kill all the bosses. That's pretty much it. And I don't know how else to explain it without going into great detail. I did make a video called Valheim New Character Speedrun Explained, which you can get a link to by doing !explain in the chat. There are a few new strats and a few changes here and there to the run since then, like we now go for the wooden club. It's one of the big ones, but other than that, like that's a very good overall explanation for how the run works. So if we can go somewhere on land, generally we go there on land if it's far away. So this is why I'm sort of like checking its location as we go. Because we're still actually getting closer. Actually, we're really getting quite close. Cool, well, thanks for checking out the content, Eric. I appreciate it. There is a link to the explained video in the description as well. It gives a quite an in-depth explanation. The only way to see all of the up-to-date strats is just to watch the stream though. There's no run yet submitted with all up-to-date strats. That's what we're working on right now. Pretty happy about this so far. We can collect a little bit extra when if we just bump into it at this point. This is more important. We can use the extra flint to potentially be able to make some better armor later on, should the opportunity arise. It's not something we go out of our way for. Should the opportunity to arise, it's potentially worth it. It looks like we're getting close to just the point where we might as well sail. Okay, let's go. No wind, fortunately. Did someone say on pace? True, Jesse. Might be able to catch a little bit of wind. Yeah, we can. Alright, that's pretty good then. I don't remember what the fastest time I've done the first 3 bosses in, but it's definitely quite a bit under 2 hours. For sure around 1 hour 40 something. I don't remember if we've ever got it 1 minute 20, 1 hour 20 something. Maybe, but I don't remember that. Do you still need 2 more seeds? For the most part, we're just going to try and keep looking down to avoid aggroing the serpent. pretty soon it's just going to be worth paddling. The wind keeps changing. Yeah, splits can be really good for chat, especially, you know, viewers that have a good understanding of how they work. Which is a decent amount of people in the speedrun community, of course. Yeah, you know, it's more so as well, just like extremely good thing to have embedded on the video just for the sake of record for any speedrunners that will watch the run to learn it, or to the runner him or herself to sort of check it and evaluate it, or for moderators. It's like there's a lot of reasons why splits are a really good thing to have on the screen. It's actually not that common in Valheim speedrunning because Valheim has a lot of people that are new to speedrunning, so the more common thing is just to actually just see the time and not the splits, but it is useful for a lot of reasons. What's up, Manowar? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Yo, what's up, Clock? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. I take this opportunity to hydrate. No, we're running RSG today. Yeah, it's become my favorite category now by quite a lot. It's very intimidating when you start running it. And it always is a problem if you don't have time. But yeah, I enjoy it the most out of all of the categories by far now. Okay. Is anyone doing this category multiplayer? No, not really. Archie and Onion Knight have done it previously, but that was a very long time ago now. When Hearth and Home came out, we were supposed to do it, a multiplayer speedrun. That was me, Archie, and Onion Knight. There was talk of that happening, but I don't think those guys actually ended up getting into running this category again. I think that is basically what happened. Because yeah, not a lot of people sort of retook up speedrunning after Hearth and Home. Because I think what a lot of people was hoping that there'd be some like gigantic, easy to find time save from it. What's actually kind of funny is like there's loads of huge time saves that has been found since then that we now do, but people just don't pay attention. That's all. Yeah, these days it's just me and Thread, basically, that are grinding this category on a regular basis or semi-regular basis. This troll is actually going to be a really big problem, which is unfortunate. There is a trader. How hard will that trader follow me, do you reckon? Where will that troll follow me, the trader? I'm wondering if I can use it. Should probably just kill him with the spear, actually. The issue is just that he's going to end up destroying any bed that we put down. Just those location that he's wandering around. Yeah, I'm dead. Come back for that. Use him to get forward, I guess, in the process. It's pretty good, I guess. I really don't like it when it happens when the item that you want to auto-click gets stuck inside. The character model, kinda. Oh my god, dude. so many mobs, we're probably actually gonna have to I don't know if there's really anywhere I guess we can lose him and put a bed down. It's just all a grade walls. They can easily just machine gun us when there's that many with the stone, and then we're dead. Oh, there's actually a troll in this cave as well. We're just gonna have to risk it with a bed, basically. At this rate. If that troll doesn't come back, I'll be amazed. My stone was somewhere here, right? That I dropped. Yeah, there it is. What's up, man? And thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. The amount of mobs and stuff around this boss is just absolutely out of hand. Still need one more seed, but I hear on. Yeah, there we go. What's up, Joe? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. Just have to pray that that troll hasn't found my bed. But I don't think he was re-aggroed since we placed it, so he shouldn't have. There he is. That guy needs to go. Do this real quick. Oh my god, these mobs are so bad. There's too many. This isn't worth even killing them. It's gonna take too long. We just have to YOLO it. Well, sometimes you can manage anything at Elder if the start goes completely to plan. This is really the crucial thing, is this bit. Go in, if it goes exactly how you want it to go, nothing should really be that much of an issue. This is going pretty well. We haven't quite managed to stay on top of all the repairs as much as we would like. But this is exactly why we're just committing. No matter what. We haven't managed to collect all of the stone and stuff, annoyingly. Oh, we need to just get the hell out of here now. It's still very close. Yeah, this is good. This is actually going amazing. For how bad it is, this is actually completely insane. Well, yeah, we're almost about to get 30 minutes of time save on the PB, so. I mean, we didn't want to die there, but I can't stress like how unlikely it is to be able to pull off a fight this good in this scenario. So this is actually nuts. We're on a total world record pace now. Get a little bit of wood, but we don't need tons. Like, is auto collect turned off for me? It isn't, right? Alright, anyway, doesn't matter at this point. Let's go. Yeah, sub 1 hour Elder is actually epic on an all bosses RSG run. So there we go, world record pace. We just got to maintain this pace now, which there's a lot of RNG factors, and obviously there's factors of just like we got to play our best as well, make good decisions. Yeah. World record pace. You get all the materials from your fires when the Elder, one of them breaks them. Regardless of who breaks it, when you place a campfire, you never get the 2 wood back. It consumes 2 wood every time. So we actually even got through that with a surprisingly good amount of wood as well. So just a good fight all round. So now I'm just looking for any signs of swamp or mountain. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, Roy. It's a really good run so far. Pretty happy with it. Like, sub 7-minute peak fear for RSG or bosses and the sub 1 hour on the same run. That's pretty poggy. I see a swamp. Let's go. That's not a boat, that's a bed. But I don't see us sailing very far with that. The wind situation's kinda yikes. Can I talk quickly through the NGRC strat? Which strat in particular? I mean, in general, we just stick with these weapons essentially, and we just run around trying to find everything we need, just with this setup. how you do the different bosses. How do the different bosses is not really possible to do very quickly. But I'll try. I need to concentrate a little bit here. So for the first boss, we just put a lot of campfires down. And we circle strafe around each deer as he spawns in. Because he always turns to look at you. So you can keep him on the fires. Find and kill is the simplest possible explanation. Elder, similar essentially. It's just harder to actually do it with him because he can slide off the fires sometimes, and obviously there can be other mobs, but essentially it's the same strat. He just has more health, and so you have to get more repairs in on the fires as you're strafing around. So as you're strafing around with that strat, you're repairing the fires. Bone mass, we essentially build a weird structure on top of the skull, where it's like we have a little platform that is just at the right height where Bone Mass can't reach it, but we can reach him, and we put a bed on top of it so we can respawn on there. And Bone Mass is the reason we make a level 3 club, because it's weak to blunt and it's sort of the most time effective blunt weapon we can make, because you find all the mats en route. And modder, you essentially hide in a little hole that we dig at the altar, and we bait her to land on a campfire. Not a campfire, a bonfire, while sort of throwing spears and arrows at her through a hole. Obviously we use corpse run and stuff to survive the cold. This is actually getting very, very yikes, this because of the wind. And Yag, we dig a hole and cover it with floor tiles and bait him over to it, and his belly clips through, and we just keep hitting it, and we place a campfire for bonfire for extra DPS. There's a ton of strats in this run that isn't covered in what I just said, but that's a brief overview. No. So what I want right now, I did make a video called Valheim New Character Speedrun Explained. You can get a link to it by doing exclamation explain in the chat, or by clicking the link in the description on YouTube. And that explains 90% of the run. We do have several new strats since I made that video, but that explains like 90% of what you want to know. There's just a few differences now, but it ultimately that is still a total valid way to do the run, and it explains most of it. Because there's just several additional strats since then to add to it. That's all. So for anyone who wants some more in-depth explanation, I recommend checking out that video. Again, you can get a link to it by doing exclamation explain in the chat, or by clicking the link in the description. Or for the absolute most basic bitch level, completely new to all things Valheim speedrunning, I made an FAQ video with the top 5 most frequently asked questions about Valheim speedrunning. You can get a link to that by doing exclamation FAQ. Speedrun the video, what shit? That's speed. What game are you streaming mostly these days, Clock? Anything specific, or you just doing variety and stuff? Nice. Yeah, I noticed you doing a lot of variety. It's cool. Alright, I hear a corpse pile. So that means if there's a corpse pile, then there's a possibility for a bone mass rune. What's my favorite boss to fight? That's a very good question. Sometimes, honestly, my favorite boss actually kind of becomes just like whatever we have the newest strats for. So like right now I might actually even say Elder just because we have the most recent new discoveries for him, but wow. I don't think there is a rune there, is there? Nah. That's cool, man. No, he shot me through a tiny hole. I saw the hole after I died. I didn't even realize. Jesus, what a maniac. Oh my god, dude. But now if we've got corpse from him, might as well get spam a few arrows through, a few spears through whilst we can. Yeah, we're definitely on pace. Like checking a swamp and getting with the bones around this time is actually very epic. I'm pretty hopeful about this because I can hear a corpse pile again. So it's not that these are actually the best rooms to get. It's just that it's kind of nice that we know just from hearing it that there's a chance at least of a rune. I don't see one, no. We're getting a lot of bones from this scrap pile though. What we really want to do is get rid of this corpse pile before we do anything. We're sort of not quite. There's only a slight angle we can hit this thing at. Because if we kill the Drogas first, pretty common for the spawner to then just spawn another one in. If there's two Drogas in the room, typically I could have got a surprise attack there, but we wouldn't have got there. Spear back. If there's two Drogas in the room, typically won't spawn anymore. But if there's just one, it will. Find a rune here. This must be insane pace, no? It's about what we need for record. We need to, it doesn't matter, like, we need to basically find the rune pretty soon to maintain pace. Boom, there we go. Hell yeah, it's close by as well. Definitely still on pace. Yeah, like record is actually insane right now. It's a really good location. Really good. Let's just finish off collecting the bones. Very nice. Two more with a bone is all we need to move on. Oh, one. We need one more withered bone to move on. Perhaps Orange Jesus will smile on you today. True. I do have a new structure that is pretty interesting that I would like to go with for bone mass, but I'm not sure how much wood it's going to require. But I have a new structure that I've been testing for the bone mass setup that I think actually increases consistency quite a bit. We're just hoping for a withered bone drop at this point. And I guess if we get lucky, it could be one in a chest, but... Oh, there we go. Boom. That's good. Need a bit more stamina. Alright. We're on base, chat. Let's do this. We did not get any ancient bark there, did we? I may have seen it and just didn't pick it up. We can think about that after bone mass though. There's a few ways we can get ancient bark, so. Start making bets on time. Appreciate everyone's confidence. This is definitely an insane pace. I'm super happy with this. I've had a lot of really good paces in this category lately. Been really fun. I'm going to probably get as much wood as I can along the way. Let's see where that puts us. I mean, I'm not going to overdo it, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure how much wood this new structure is going to require. I kind of think we just go direct in this scenario. Yeah, because I see... Yeah, let's just do it. Feels right. We've got good wind. Yeah, we rafting now. Hell yeah, I'm so happy that we got world record pace run to start out the stream today. This is the first run of the day. So, a few things to note. This is like, yep, we're on pace for a really good time here. This could go very well. We need plenty of wood to make sure we have enough wood to do a good and efficient structure for the bone mass fight. We need to remember that during this swamp segment, we need to consider how we get 5 ancient bark, because that has to happen in order for us to get the most time efficient run. It's not totally essential to record, but it's going to make life much easier. I want to say not totally essential. It's big time save. We can save about 10 minutes ish on the ag with it, is the main reason. We may end up with headroom to not require that, of course, but yeah, if we can get it, we should, as long as we don't waste too much time. And so we have to bear in mind the fact that once bone mass is down, we have no other reason to be in the swamp, so we need to make sure we get that done either before bone mass or shortly after, ideally in that same swamp. After that, we really don't know if it's still gonna maintain pace. Obviously, we still don't know where the last 2 bosses are, so it's we're on pace. Super good run so far. We could lose all that time if it takes too long to find the last 2 bosses, so let's hope for the best. We also, in this scenario as well, something that's worth noting, because we're in this general area, we kind of want the last 2 bosses to be at least in sort of a similar direction, maybe something like this, general vicinity where I'm mousing around. Like if it makes us really backtrack all the way over here or something, it could be a very big problem. Thanks for the look, E-Rock. I really appreciate that, bud. I'm glad you enjoy the content. I appreciate that a lot. That looks like the swamp right there that we're heading to. There's some other sort of biome next to it. Might be better to pull into. I think I'm just going to stay straight. We've got good wind. I'm just going to stay straight, I think, and just make sure we don't look up too much. It's a little far to have to raft, which is not ideal. It'd be faster if we could run part of it, even if it wasn't direct, but it looks like these are all different islands, so it's not worth going to any of those. A little bit of bad RNG with the land, but the wind's very good, so can't complain too much. One very weird way that runs in this category can just go to shit and fall apart is sometimes everything lines up, but there's too much ocean in between where you need to be, and it, you know, that actually can be a very, very big problem. How's the run going? It's going awesome, thanks Legend. World record pace. What's up, Cooler Ass? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good, bud. Hydrate whilst I can. SB Jones, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that, dude. Sorry I missed that one. Thanks for stopping by. How are you going to beat boss 3? We're going to build a platform on the skull. that's just at the right height, so he can't reach me, but I can reach him, and we're going to put a bed on it. And I'm just going to hit him over the head, the club, over and over again. And when we die, we respawn in the bed and just rinse and repeat. If it goes well, we could probably do it in about 10 minutes-ish, something like that. Bit less probably, bit more depending on how well it goes. There's always a little bit of random weirdness with Bone Mass depending on his AI and stuff and the area. That's awesome, dude. I hope you're enjoying the game. Guys, I want to check out Tribes of Midgard on stream again sometime soon. It's actually, like, I would love to actually keep running the current patch, but there's a new update coming out that's going to change the speedrun all over again. That will be really cool to figure out, because they're adding another saga boss. So now the all bosses, or all sagas run, will be 3 bosses. So it's getting close to being very Valheim-esque, the speedrun world, which is exciting to me. We'll have to play some of that at some point. What's up, Dan? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. I don't know when, though, by the way. I'm focusing on Valheim right now, but good luck and good night. Enjoy your stream so much. I have to work tomorrow. It's already midnight. Appreciate that, Alex. Thanks a lot for watching the stream. Glad you enjoyed it. I really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the look. Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. Christy, what's up? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. Going camping with the boys. My birthday this weekend. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I hope you have a great time. It sounds fun. Yeah, everything's good. I'm mostly making sure I'm doing 90% of my work at night right now, so I don't melt in this tiny stream room. But I'm doing great. I'm good, thanks, Christy. All right, cool. I'd rather pull in on this Black Forest real quick. How did your Jirok the Viking podcast episode go, Christy? Did you have a good time? I think we just bonk a bed right here, to be honest, chat. Feels pretty safe. Dude. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember yeah, I definitely have ended up talking inside baseball with Jirok before. I don't think we actually spoke about it on the episode, though. I think it was like not during the recording. Yeah. I like talking to those guys as well. It's fun. I don't think we really actually need to do anything here thinking about it, chat. They're going to run a mile, these Grey Dwarfs, when they see the Drogas and stuff. I'm glad you enjoyed it anyway, Christy. It was cool to see the Edge one. What the hell is even happening? This is such a weird area. Whoa. I appreciate that, Richard. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good, bud. Oh, I don't currently have world record. World record's 4:13, and I highly doubt Luma beat that. if he wants to try and go for a record, should pay attention to speedrun.com/Valheim to have the most up-to-date time. I could definitely see someone that knows the game well, you know, to beat one of my old PBs or something. Oldest line in the book. Yeah, like I don't have current record. Red has got it, which is why, yeah, I don't think he actually got record. But it's kind of confusing. YouTube will keep recommending like old runs, old PBs, old records. There's not much you can really do about it. I need to concentrate a bit here. But the best way to make sure you're up to date with like what is actually record or what, you know, where it would sit in the leaderboard is just to actually check the leaderboards themselves. Need more stamina. Thread definitely has done many streams, and he seems to go through phases of streaming more. I haven't seen him stream in a while. Most of his runs are offline. Oops. I was trying to make sure I don't get nailed by this archer. Oh, this isn't right, actually, chat. I'm trying a different setup here, which is so I'm going to be like a bit slow. Bear with me. I think it's worth the extra time because I think this is actually very consistent, whereas sometimes this can end up being not consistent, this fight, and it actually has like a lot of problems to it. Yeah, we're gonna need more wood, annoyingly. How far can we go though with this amount of wood? Trying to think, like, could go for it just kind of like this. Could just go for it like this. Mostly covered there. I think that's what we do. But yeah, for future reference, I'll probably try and have a little more wood. This is a setup that you guys won't have seen me do before, because I literally was just the last couple of days practicing this setup off stream. No. This is annoying. Okay. What's up, Kate? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. We just lost that wraith eventually somehow. Yeah, I've actually realized like something I haven't done here in this setup. Just like do anything to protect the bed. So the reason I'm doing this structure, right? I recently, literally over the last couple of days, I've just experimented with this and making this weird little cross. What I have found is, first of all, it gives you enough room to actually have your bed on the platform. Of course, we got a skeleton there. This is typical. In fact, skeletons shouldn't be able to destroy it because it's completely flat, actually, that bed. But anyway, having like the little sticky out bits of the cross shape, just seems to make it much more consistent to actually be able to get hits on him. Whereas sometimes if you get like a weird AI cycle that he's not quite behaving how you want it to behave, like you end up just not getting hits sometimes. This is a bit unfortunate with skeletons. Like I said, ideally I'd have a bit more wood than this to do this strat, but... And obviously we already were doing the modifications where we have a fire nearby, so we're actually drying ourselves out. But because with this setup, our bed is actually on the platform that we use, we're not getting wet when we initially spawn in, whereas before with all the other setups that I've even seen other people do and that I have tried, we had our bed kind of like off the platform on the skull, whether it was raised or lower, depending on whether it's like mine or Fred strats for it. So you're kind of spawning in wet, and then the fire dries you out eventually, which is still good, really good. But this way we actually never get wet. So yeah, it's still working on it, still perfecting bone mass, but this is my latest iteration. What's up, Robert? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. It kind of is similar to what we're doing on the treehouse. That's actually what made me think about it. I was like, some of those treehouse runs, stuff was kind of consistent. Oh, this skeleton's destroyed the fire. The thing is, we're not getting wet anyways, right? So we give you more ability to lure him in range. Maybe. I think the biggest thing is that it just, we could sort of get an angle on him better. Javal, thank you. I'm doing good, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. One bone mass. See, he's just in a little bit of a bad AI cycle there when he just keeps doing those attacks. There's not much you can really do about that. Like, typically, if you didn't have this bit going out in this direction, it might, like, be a bit fiddly to get him in the right spot if it was just in a straight line. But when you have these bits that stick out, and maybe you could even do a similar thing just with like a zigzag shape. But this is what I've been messing with. It does require more wood, of course. But we didn't have much more than 50 to do this. This has gone very well. I'm very happy with my first real run using this new setup. It amazes me it's possible to kill Bowmaster with no gear whatsoever. Awesome strategy. Thanks, dude. Yeah, me too. It's pretty nuts, right? Robs, I had an interesting new way for Bowmass. What's up, Robs? I appreciate that. And thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good, bud. I'm trying not to totally blitz through my food, because it's not like biggest deal ever to have a lot of food for this, but you will save a little time. See that look? Like that, him being that far away, for whatever reason, like when it's just like a straight line, it always seems like impossible to really hit him. Just like, again, like these little sticky out bits. Seems like just more consistent. I'm not actually saying that it's necessary for the objective fastest bone mass, but I do think this cross makes things much more consistent And consistency is really a big deal in this category. So one of the great things about it is that the whole is like you can get good runs sometimes if certain things is like a bit of a fluke, but it's so unlikely for it can't all just be a fluke. Like you have to play decent to get a good time. Because you'll always get a boss fight that doesn't go perfect. So having like consistent strats is just huge. Oh yeah, it's such a massive troll and you get weird boss spawns like that. These boss fights is always key to try and make them like well the boss fights that you actually have to melee, like bone mass and your glow up. It's so important to make sure that you're getting in your 3-hit combos. All right, we need to make sure we keep our cool, stay concentrated, don't get too excited, but this is an insane pace right now. Gotta stay in the game though. More bow mass. Something kind of interesting about this setup as well is that usually for setups, you always end up getting in a spot where you can't get him to come towards you, right? And what you end up doing is like walking back on the skull, and for whatever reason that like triggers his AI to move closer. Almost never feel like I have to do that with the testing I've done with this setup so far, which is really interesting. Might as well eat more food this time around because I do more stuff. Come on, bow mass. Oh my god, that black pop. We didn't get it fixed in time. Hopefully it doesn't make us stand on that one. Yeah, we don't actually have a workbench. See, like that is like what would be common. Oh, you see, but he instantly just moved enough for us to hit him. Hell yeah. 1 hour 42 is completely an insane time. Absolutely insane. No! I fell! I want to quickly just collect some of this wood and stuff before we run away. But hell yeah, definitely world record pace. 1 hour 42 is definitely really close to the fastest anyone's ever done that. Gotta make sure we don't fuck up here because there's a few like pretty obvious mistakes we could make to kill this run with that bed position being what it is. Oh, still a one. We have 5? Right, good. Right, remember, we said we needed to make sure we get Ancient Bark taken care of. Now, luckily, I see a lot of crypts. No! I looked away for just 1 second because of the spam bot. Archers are just brutal, dude. I can't see where this other archer is, annoyingly. So I'm trying to be a bit cautious because he just decides to aggro on that platform. That bed's dead. But I'm going to place a new bed anyway. Because it's worth looking for some Ancient Bark real quick for sure. Alright, cool. Now we're safe. Nothing too crazy to worry about. Oh my god. Oh, is that the same archer that just ran around that direction? Okay, whatever, dude. It's like a quick chest or something would be good. Thought we could have survived the corpse run, but obviously not. Still good though. What I want to do is just quickly jump in and out of a couple of crypts to see if we can find a chest. There's like a few things we need to like improvise a little bit for this situation. Like if we see a I'm not so sure if it's going to be really worth going for these kind of rooms. I've changed my mind. Like if we see an abomination or something, that could work as well. There was a spawner, right? I'm pretty sure. The chests that can be in the middle of spawners. Can also have Ancient Bark in. This seems weird. Oh, abomination. Here we go. Ooh, we gotta be careful because we got a bed there. Oh, are you kidding me, Draw? Fuck off, please. I'm fucking juggling so many mobs here, it's annoying. Right, what have we got here? We got it, we got enough, we got enough, we got enough. Boom. Mobs definitely love us tonight. We could kill that abomination, but I don't think it's worth the hassle. Or is it? Man, there's so many mobs. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see how annoying these mobs are going to be. Like, it definitely was worth at least not trying to do it close to where our spawn was. Yeah, I don't know about this, man. There's just so many mobs. Screw it. Would have been worth checking that chest for poison arrows. Let's just get moving. There's a specific reason I'm going back the way we came, and that's just the fact that we know that there's like other biomes that are easily accessible in this direction. This kind of makes me want to go back for the other abomination, not gonna lie. Like, it's not a lot of wasted time. Thing is, it's not even necessarily time saved. We don't necessarily have to. We can get these route if we want to and still not go back for the other though, can't we? We see another abomination. Like, we can be, man, this is right. So here's the thing, chat. If we make the root harness, we will have protection. It's not faster, but the thing is, I think even if we go back for it, we'll have got that so quickly that I think it's worth it. Like, we've got, you know what I mean? Like, being safer when it's also, we've been so quick, I kind of feel like it might actually be worth it. Like, the stars have sort of aligned. Because the thing is, if we leave and we think, oh, we could do that later, we don't have a reason to come back. Thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch. So Coxwell, I appreciate that. Hope you're doing good, bud. I do like Apex, yeah. I think Apex is actually awesome. Whoa. I don't really play games with other people that much. I used to play Apex a bit, like, semi-regularly. I kind of like multiplayer games where that are good for me to play on solo. But I think Apex is also probably my favorite battle royale experience. Oh, this guy's nearly dead now. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies here, so it's pretty... It's kind of to be expected that we would die there, but... Oh, as long as he doesn't come back and smash this bed, we'll be alright. We definitely don't want to trigger any of his attacks when we're near that bed. This is one of them weird things where this time here where we've chosen to come back on ourselves, this is going to be like a few minutes of time loss. But kind of do have it to spare in reality. Just be good if we could move him away from the spawners a little at least. Wait, don't we need more ancient bark as well? I might have fucked this up. Yeah, I think I fucked this up. We do need more ancient bark, don't we? Well, yeah, we definitely do. Whatever, let's just keep going. No, I thought we were far enough away. It's also like 10 wood, isn't it? To make a piece of root armor. So we need 10 more ancient bark. So I don't know, it's starting to seem like a bad idea. We should probably just move on. I mean, the thing is, if we actually just get the 10 bark in a chest, it's not going to be a problem. I just didn't have luck with chests so far, though, but that could change. That's one way to look at it. We do still have time, actually. Like, if we're out of here, sub 2 is fucking really good. This is treasure room. Will be absolutely perfect. Not a treasure room. Don't be archers, please. Is this just one guy? Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, I just want to check a chest. I mean, we're not going to really full commit to going for root armor yet, but it could be worth it if we can do it fast enough. I know we threw like 3 on the floor. Ah, what a troll game. Well, the harness gives you poise resistance. So it's not necessarily time save, but if we do get hit by a Desquito, we can actually take an additional hit. We shouldn't get hit by a Desquito anyway. We're playing our best, but it is kind of a good strat. If you don't waste time doing it. But I am like, if this here, if we don't get it right here, I'm out. Like we do runs without getting hit with Desquitos all the time. So it's like just cost benefit analysis, I guess. We are getting very unlucky with the ancient bark spawns, which is making me, oh, you asshole, why did you have to be an archer? No! I couldn't dodge because I was in the air when he shot. I wanted to jump there and then dodge, but like 1 less second there than I thought I did. Thanks, Anthropy. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just a piece of armor that gives you PS resistance. Can't believe this guy ended up being an archer. It's just a terrible situation now. Fuck! Come on! This is bullshit! So annoying. Fuck. I need to rebind. I can't activate. I can't disable my auto collect right now, and I really need to be able to for this situation. So I changed keyboards. I need to rebind my auto collect button. Oh, fucking so annoying, dude. Where is it? Auto pickup. Let's go with that. I literally just switched. I have a few different keyboards, and it recently switched back from my 10 keyless to my 65%. So that key is like not where it was. Okay. There's fucking 2 archers in there. Oh my god. This is driving me insane right now. I hate archers in this game, man. See, now I'll never go for root harness ever again. Because we didn't have to be here. We really need to just leave now. It's not even worth trying to check that chest. We need to just get the hell out at this point. There's 2 archers, so it's gonna take at least 5 minutes to clear out those mobs. That's after we get our stuff. Why did they attack at different times like that? Ugh. I never would have gone in that room if I knew it was 2 archers. Never. I didn't feel great about going for it with 1 archer in there. No, what the fuck? What happened there? This is driving me nuts, dude. I would have reset on this if it wasn't such a good pace. It's too good to reset at this point. I actually dodged and pressed D on that, on my corpse, but nothing happened. And I think what it is just we died. Like, there's a huge delay for whatever reason when you collect your tombstone before anything happens, and I think we died during that time. Because if we could have at least, if we can at least move, you know, our stuff. I think what I'm gonna try and do is relog. If we get lucky, reset the cycle. I only reset when we're off pace, mate. Yeah, it worked. I'm still like, if I see a chest, I'm fucking going for it on the way out of this bump, because I would like to make this fucking annoying death loop worth it. Yes! Alright, I feel better about that, because this is just like, at least we got something out of that. It would hurt a lot more. And we're still a really, really good pace. Okay. Thank God for that. I would have been a lot more annoyed about this situation if we didn't end up getting a root harness out of it. Thanks a lot for the follow on Twitch, Sambosis. I appreciate that. Oh, thank God for that. It's not that it's time saved, but at least it is actually like we got a little bit of safety out of that in the end. So it's a really good argument to never go for a root harness, and I rarely do. It's just when you actually can do it with no time save, obviously it's just all advantage with no time loss. Now, we lost about 10 minutes or something there, but the thing is, we're about 20 minutes. We had about 20 minutes more time save than we actually need. So we're still looking extremely good in the end. So it wasn't beautiful, but Hell yeah, now we're stacked. Let's go. Poggy, Light Hope, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate that. You're legend, dude. Thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. Legend, bud.
Yay, Nick, let's go.
Hell yeah, thanks so much, Light Hope. I appreciate that, bud. Thanks so much for supporting the content. You're legend. Could certainly do with some more food, but don't have to worry about that this moment in time. Right. So what I'm doing now, oh wait, no. We've been to the island. I don't know. Screw it. We've not really run around this coastline. This island looks like it's probably going to be tiny. This one at least looks bigger. We just need like to see a big mountain or to get in the plains. And I don't think it was really worth sailing southeast from this swamp, because a lot of the time sailing from a swamp is suicide. Would have preferred it if this is an island we haven't already been to, but at least it looks like a decent size and we've far from explored it. That's all that really matters. Alright, I was getting a bit frazzled there, but I'm good now. I was pretty tilted for a second there. I'm not anymore, I'm good. But I was pretty tilted by the fact that it was 2 archers. Such bad luck, but alright. We're good. We're in the game, we got something out of it. Person. Oops. That's annoying. I'm not chasing that guy. Meat's back on the menu. True. Got a quick bed down. Okay. One little tip I'll give people about dealing with beds and exposures, like, I would say, first of all, focus on the bottom half of the bed. You know, to the light, you know, like, what am I talking about? Like the likelihood of like where the actual issue is. It's like typically the bottom half of the bed, and honestly, more often than not, all the game really seems to care about is the roof, like, a lot of the time, unless there's some wind involved or something. But the way I do it, when it's like, oh, it won't let me do a bed or whatever, I always just like, right, mess around with the roof over the bottom half. Right, it's not that. Mess around with the rest of the roof. I just put in more roofs. It's not that. And then I start placing like a wall or two. But like typically I find that's sort of like more common thing of what's going on. Alright, we don't need to bother with any food or anything anymore. Bye, Cloak. Have a good day, bud. So I'm kind of looking up a lot as I'm running right now because what I really want to see is mountains. Something you can do when you're looking for mountains in this situation as well, particularly when you're on land, is turn your render distance down because the mountains still render. It's not a giant advantage, but it's a little something. I was really hoping that I'd be able to at least see another island or see an island with a mountain or something from over here. As usual, the clouds are still playing a lot of tricks. This is actually one of the most precarious situations of the run, is being in this position where you don't see a mountain, you don't see a plains. It's kind of rough because there's not much you can really do about it. You just gotta keep looking. So we're just gonna end up seeing the island that we actually sailed to, aren't we? Which was quite close. From this side, I mean. Oh, interesting. Look, it's actually really close to this island there. Retrospect. Obviously, we wouldn't have seen a swamp there anyway. I'd actually be potentially be willing to go back to this island because it's in the right sort of direction, because we want to be heading away from the middle. And one of the most annoying things in this game, the most annoying situations to be in, is a situation where you're being forced to sail, not knowing if there's anything there. You could potentially be opening the door for just sailing forever. What's up, Mango? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good, bud. So I'm actually willing to go back here, just because we know it's actually close and we haven't explored the island whatsoever. Thanks a lot for watching the stream today, you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone's doing good. Thanks a lot, Henrik. I appreciate that. Yeah, see, there is normal land over here. Let's go over there. I'm a little bit concerned about we're just not seeing plains or mountains yet. It's like pretty good odds that you get a mountain somewhere in the center. Not the actual very center, but like the first sort of like donut, however you want to describe it. First ring or whatever. I appreciate that, clock. Oh my god, are you kidding me? More archers. This is... There's 4 archers, chat. I think I just leave. That's fucking ridiculous, game. I'm out of stamina. We need to just rebuild stamina and run away. We really needed to just see a mountain right after we left that swamp where we killed Bowmaster, unfortunately. The mob RNG though, everything has gone pretty well in this run except for the mob RNG. I left a lot of wood behind there, but fuck it, it's worth it. There's like way too many archers there. The root harness would not have saved my life against that many archers. Oh my god. Fucking raid, dude. That's it. Dead run. I can't believe the luck we had with mobs on that run.
Splish.
That's one of the only things in Valheim Street speedrunning that actually does annoy me. Is the RNG of the actual mobs. Like ridiculous that there was just a wall of archers when we got to that island, and it was ridiculous when we were checking that room in the crypt that there was just both mobs in that room with archers. Oh well, GG. There's not much we can really do about it being all archers, but there's a good 3 bosses at least, and yeah, good first run to the stream. I'm just quickly gonna go to the bathroom, and then we'll do some more attempts. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. New run, let's go. I really needed the bathroom anyway, chat. Thanks a lot, Christy. I appreciate that. Hit that like, please. True. I heard Cyborg chat. Better hit the like button. There's no telling what he'll do. Could be the Terminator if it's a cyborg. Better watch out. Oh, we just got a horrible... We went to an island. There was a swamp and we had a line of 4 archers and a wraith. Right there waiting. Alright, we got crypts. And we got some sort of mountain. Right at the start on this seed. None of these mountains actually look like crazy good or anything, to be honest, so I'm gonna play without them. Or I'm not gonna go out of my way to check them early unless it's convenient. They're a bit small anyway. All right. Do you hear deer already, which is always nice to hear. Wait, is the battery actually low in my mouse? Can't be. Flashing red at me. I assume it is. It doesn't matter anyway. Got a quick charge thing set up. Alright, where are the deers at, Rip? This deer is really just an Olympian. Trophy, please. Oh. You won the 100-meter run with obstacles. True. Where are the deers at? Honestly, I find these big ravine things to be terrible for deer anyway. Good for rocks though. Thanks a lot, BK. I appreciate that, bud. Looking pretty quiet deer-wise. We came to an island and there was a row of 4 archers and a wraith that killed us. Trophy, please. I appreciate that. It kind of sounded like that deer was over there, but it doesn't anymore. Oh, he is there though. I reckon I heard a second one then. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, chat, I couldn't mute. I was mid-attack. Apologies, excuse me. Okay, decently no pace so far. Hope it doesn't slide away too much. It's not really on a lot of the fires, but should be good still. I'm gonna take this opportunity to quickly put my mouse on charge. Did. You know what? I don't know if that's a different mountain to what I was looking at. It has to be. Because that looks way better than the one we saw. The two that we saw flying in. That actually looks like it's worth checking. Oh, never mind. Just trying to avoid getting wet, but realised we're right on the edge of being wet already there. But we had a bit more room. What? We didn't. It's actually really starting to look up so far. It's actually pretty good that we're getting like this flint on the way to the mountain without going to like a beach or anything. It's like quite a lot of flint over there, so it'd be worth jumping over again. Yeah, I'm considering actually going for early mountain strats here. Could be clutch if it works out. What that basically means is we're going to check a mountain very early with the hope of modder actually being on there. Which changes our modder strat. But if you can do that on like the starter island, it actually ends up being massive time save. Because obviously, it means you actually don't have to go anywhere. A few things though that in order to do that we want like a lot of wood, a lot of stone. Extra hammers is not a bad idea. Actually, we don't need to go overboard with stone for early modder strats because you do get a lot of stone in the process. It's just wood, really. Actually, it would probably be worth like half the amount of stone we take potentially. Just focusing on wood. But we don't have to overthink it. Just YOLO it a bit. But yeah, I would actually consider dropping. Obviously, it's only that is only really a factor if moderate's really on that island. But like, look how good it looks. I don't know if you guys can see. It's just the tip we can see so far, but that looks very big. It does look like it could be difficult to climb. Could be a problem. But like, I've not seen a mountain that big in a while. Oh, it could be deceptively shit if it's on a giant hill. Oh my god. This area is insane. These definitely are different mountains. This is filled with mountains, this seed. Very interesting. Sneeze worthy of Valhalla. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a little bit deceiving, but it's still potentially good. I actually think I might just commit to this right away. Even if we just get Modder's location this quickly, it could be well record pace. You know, as epic as the last run was, right? It would be a much bigger deal to have Modder out of the way early. Because Bowmass is actually the most common boss. Or easiest to find. I will commit in here because we're taking all our shit with us. Well, that's a good structure right there. To the southeast. Alright, it's not going to be worth holding on to the Eucthea alone. I bet she's here. I like it. I hope she's here. That would be great. First things first, though. Vedvasia in the tower. That's what we want. First question is going to be, are the Drawkers in it? There is a Vedvasia. And there isn't Drawkers. Hell yeah. Wait. No, there isn't. Alright, she's not here, but... let's see if we get a seed that favors going west. Because if we can sort of generally head west doing the other bosses, then that could actually be good. But you have to remember as well, this is the closest modder. Which means there ain't a modder on the east. Anywhere. Thanks a lot, Cloaky. I appreciate that, bud. If we relog, we'll actually lose the freezing status a bit early. Thanks for modding tonight. I appreciate that, Cloaky. Have a good one, bud. Thanks for the look. Yeah, so that's what's kind of interesting sometimes about... ooh. Getting like certain boss locations in different scenarios is this will be a burial chamber. So we can potentially rest here to heal. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so this kind of situation, what's interesting about it is, yeah, it shows you the closest one, right? So in this kind of situation where the closest one is all the way over here, it actually does give you quite a bit of information when you think about it, chat. Because it means, like, in order for this to be the closest, you can pretty much rule out this entire half of the map. I mean, technically there could be one all the way up there, you know? But that is actually quite a lot of information to get when you sit and break it down. I don't usually comment on this sort of thing, chat. But one thing I have to say is I recently changed mouse. The Extra 5 MZ1 wireless. was flashing that it needed charging for the first time ever before. And the freaking cable to charge this mouse is such a fucking good paracord that it's better than any cable I've ever used in an actual wired mouse. I'm like, I anticipated this situation happening, right? So I had the paracord that comes with it plugged into the USB hub thing with the wireless adapter at the end of my mouse mat, so that all I need to do is unplug the wireless adapter and plug the USB-C straight in the mouse, so it's ready to go. And I even have it already pre-set up on a bungee even, just for this exact situation happening, where it happens on stream, and it just happened for the first time since the change to this mouse. Holy shit. This is actually even better than cable setup than any wired mouse I've used. Super happy with that. Like, I've never used actually a really good like custom paracord or anything, but I have used mice with good stock paracords, like the MM710 and stuff like that. This is way better. It's actually kind of nuts for what is essentially a charge cable for a wireless mouse. Well, that is what it is. Like, people mod their cables to get them this good. Yeah, they pay, you know, for third-party ones and refit them. That's pretty cool. Well, no eat there yet, but Elder, sorry, that's what I meant. That's what in my head is what I was saying, but that is not the words that came out. Something I've actually been thinking about doing lately. Oh, Boss Cow, thanks for stopping. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, dude. I really appreciate that. I've actually turned my alerts down in my headphones. I'm going to turn them up again. Sorry if I missed anything. Making Entropy, thanks for the follow on Twitch as well. I have been missing follows. I'm sorry about that, guys. Thanks so much for the follows on Twitch. Turn it down a little bit in my headphones because sometimes you guys scare the shit out of me in the middle of a run with alerts. That they make me jump, but I've missed them, so they clearly need to be a bit louder. My headphones. Whole gang waited for you outside. True. Yeah. So something actually I'm considering doing soon is I recently started playing. For those of you that don't know, a long time ago now, like before Valheim came out, I used to be like a PUBG content creator, and I used to do live streams and videos for PUBG, and eventually I just was sort of, the game got into a place where it just wasn't for me, I feel like. But you know, I have like 4,000 hours in that game and quite a lot of competitive experience and stuff. So I used to be decent at it. And anyway, recently, because there's been like so many changes, I feel like we should be heading more west. We want this seed to work for us. Like, if our elder's over in the east anyway, it's gonna suck anyway. We should probably head to that. Anyway, so I've actually been playing it solo, just like to chill a bit. Well, I guess to chill is a wrong thing to say, because you never play a battle royale to chill. Or like just for the lols, I've been playing a little bit of solos recently. Just for fun, like when I can't sleep and stuff. And no, I'm not like completely in love with the game again or anything, but I will say I've had quite a lot of fun with it. I've been enjoying it. Just did something different to do every now and then. Like, I love what I do right now for content, and I wouldn't change anything. But as someone that used to do primarily what was essentially just FPS content, sometimes I just miss clicking heads. So it's kind of nice to just get a fix. And anyway, I'm tending too long on this. But what I was going to say is we're considering doing like a stream just for YouTube members. Where I stream PUBG. Like a bit of a meme. Let's see if I can still do it. Yeah, it stands for random seed glitchless. There's actually a command for that, exclamation RSG. And you can get a much more in-depth explanation about that and the rest of the most common questions I get about Valheim speedrunning, including that one, in my FAQ video. I made an FAQ video where I answer the top 5 most frequently asked questions about Valheim speedrunning, and that is one of them. And I answer each one in a lot of detail. So you can get a link to that by doing exclamation FAQ or by checking the link in the description. When you're rested, you do want to like wait until your stamina bar is full most of the time when you're just running in a straight line. When you're not rested, it's actually not faster to do that. It is when you are. It's actually just as fast to just do on half stamina. You don't have rested. Like easier to cross here. Basically, to get the most, so it's actually faster when you're running in a straight line with rested to wait until your stamina bar is full. So you want to drain it all the way. This is like a common thing you'll know about, but this second part is what a lot of people don't know about. So like when you have rested, right, you want to run until it's burnt out like that, and then wait until you're on maximum stamina before you start running again. That is actually faster when you have rested than just running whenever you can. But something a lot of people don't know is when you don't have rested, it's actually not faster to do that at all. It ends up just being basically the same. So basically the tests that I have done are, for example, like with rested and without rested, like running a certain distance and actually starting sprinting at 50% stamina or 100% stamina. And with the test with 50% stamina and no rested, it's got the exact same result as 100% and no rested. But when you're rested, it's actually a couple of seconds faster than... So rested, waiting until it's at 100% compared to waiting until it's at, if it's at 50%. You know, over what I think was about 300 meters, it's a couple of seconds faster. You're only saving a couple of seconds, like it is nothing. It's not actually a deal breaker in a speedrun or anything, but just objectively is just a little tiny bit faster. In general, one thing I will say about rested, like I've done a lot of experiments about rested recently just to settle a few things that I already kind of suspected and was told by other runners. Yeah, in general, one thing I will say about rested when it comes to using it in just Valheim, just regular especially, applies to speedrunning but also playing Valheim normally, is to not really think of rested as an advantage for when you're running. There's actually, particularly playing the game normally, there's actually no advantage to have rested if you're just running. And actually you're wasting your time, you know, that amount of time that you're off your clock. Like if you're going to use it for running around, you're actually just wasting both real time, you go just sitting by a fire or whatever in your house, or you're, you know, it's not worth it. It saves a couple of seconds. It saves about 4 seconds every, like, if you're presuming you already have somewhere set up to go and rest, it saves about 4 seconds every 300 meters. It's nothing. The actual real benefit of rested is combat or any scenario where the action you do requires stamina. So it actually makes more sense to use rested for building and combat than it, like, there's actually benefits to do it in that situation, because the action you're actually physically doing actually consumes stamina very quickly. So it actually has a dramatic impact in those scenarios. Like, for example, in the speedrun, right? On, like, your Gluth, for example, you can actually almost half the time it takes to do your Gluth, like, not quite half, but almost half the time it takes to do your Gluth by being rested. But in an entire set seed speedrun, like the actual one when everyone runs just like the fastest seed they can find, like that category that Thread recently just did in like less than 2 hours, that one, for the entire speedrun, the maximum time save possible is just a few seconds essentially in that whole run to use it for running. Like less than 30 seconds. So yeah, like that's one thing I would say. It's like sort of a general Valheim PSA that I've discovered lately, is just try to internalize like when you rested is a benefit and when it is not, because it's more so like, look at the actual stamina usage. That's what you swinging this weapon. That's more like where the advantage is than just running. It's not actually particularly useful for just running. So I guess for in like a survival world, you'd more so want to like take a portal with you or something to whatever it is you're doing. If you're gonna fight or something or build something, what you would actually really want to do is not bother with rested until you get to where you're about to build or about to fight, and then portal back to where you have your maximum comfort set up to get the rested then, and then do it instead of doing it before you go on your excursion. And you know, some people may want to do it before they go for running and gathering and stuff anyway, but which is fine, people can do what they want. But I would just, as a general PSA, just let people know they're not actually benefiting from that. In like a survival world, because you're only gaining a couple of seconds every 300 meters or something, like on a speed run even, it's very debatable as to whether that even matters yet. We don't have like any all bosses categories that where the only set the entries in the leaderboard are separate by a few seconds. So on an actual just survival world, I mean, it's literally just no benefit to it. However, if you are a newer player and you just feel like you're constantly getting pummeled by enemies, of course it's, you know, it's always worth having that scenario. I have thought about, it does affect health regen, but that's exactly my point. That's sort of exactly the case, is that like that just shows exactly what it's actually really for, or what it's actually beneficial. I need to relog because we're overweight. If you're just running from A to B, health's never usually an issue. Actually, you know, it's in that situation, many players even just eat just less good food or just stamina food from getting from A to B anyway, and then they'll change to something that's more appropriate for a battle when they're about to do that anyway. So we're dead. Oh no, we're alive. Dropped our stone, but we can always collect that. I've thought about making a video entirely about rested. There's like something else as well that I feel like is quite easily overlooked, particularly by new players, is how much benefit there is in actual the resting process itself. When you have resting status, you get a massive health regen buff. Like I use fires and stuff like that, like resting status in runs, much more to just heal than I do to actually get rested. Because you regen health very quickly while you are resting. And that's actually a really useful tool, because you can save health potions in a survival world with that. Because like if you're not in actual like real immediate danger, you can just like dip into a cave or dip into a dungeon, just sit by a fire real quick and actually just regen health. You heal very, very quick when you're while you're actually resting. Much quicker than when you have rested or when you don't have rested. Obviously not quite as quick as a health potion, but like I said, that's sort of, I do it in speedruns all the time when you don't have health potions, but in a survival world, like I said, you can literally save your mats. Yeah, you know what, Richard? I sort of forgot that I even had that idea for a video. What I will do is I will add that to my list I have a list of like a big spreadsheet of videos that when I'm not sure what video I want to work on, I go to it. I'll write that down. I think this seed's falling apart a little. We're really struggling. Like, this mountain's actually sort of in the way annoyingly now. Because, like, this resting topic eventually is gonna come up in one of my speedrun videos anyway. Like, I'm actually working on a video right now that I'm not really fully I'm not disclosing it at all because fuck knows when I'll finish it, because it's been really hard, but I will tell you guys the story in the video. But like, yeah, like the whole topic of rested is gonna come up in one of my videos anyway, but when it comes to related to speedruns and challenges. But yeah, like, just there's a lot of, like, I think newer players and casual players that would benefit from a video just about just resting itself. Yeah, I definitely get that, Eric. I think that's sort of all the time when I've sort of played casual, it's been the case. You don't understand the comfort and how to take advantage of it? Oh, you mean just, yeah, in general. Comfort, the higher your comfort, the longer your rested buff lasts for. That's all it is. And so certain items that you can build in your base increase your comfort level. But yeah, all it actually does is increase the duration of your rested buff. So it's actually, it's a really, like, one, I actually think resting, the whole comfort system is absolutely brilliant. The only reason why I think it's brilliant is because it's a really nice incentive for building and for people that want to spend time building a really cool base. When it comes to actually, like, its actual real, like, application and stuff, I think for a lot of people, like, once you get good at the game, there's not necessarily like many fights or anything where you like really care about having rested above a certain amount. Like, if you're able to do every boss fight in just a few minutes anyway, because you've played the game a lot, it's not going to be a big deal to have a 25-minute rested buff. But it is a really nice, what I love about the whole rested system is, you know, oftentimes in survival games, there's no real incentive to make like a cozy little room to sleep in. You just do it because you want to. I really like that Valheim actually incentivizes that. Like, it's really cool for there to be an actual advantage to all the, like, kind of nice cosmetic cozy items to make a room to sleep in. I think that's actually really brilliant. However, it would be interesting, wouldn't it, if there was like some items that altered the buff even a little. Like, imagine if there was something that added an additional status effect to rested. That'd be kind of nuts. Oh my god, we're way over the 3-hour mark. Guys, The 3-hour mark is normally where I remind people the ways that they can support the content financially, because it is the financial support of our community that allows me to put so much time and effort into all those streams and videos for you guys. So, if you would like to support the content financially and help keep the dream alive, then the best way for you to do that is on Patreon at patreon.com/nickrawcliffe. Patreon allows you to do a monthly donation, sort of like a Twitch sub. Except you can do it for any amount of money, even as little as $1. And how it works is, for example, if you were to subscribe at the $1 level right now, you'll donate $1 to me right now, and then you'll be donating $1 a month on the first of every month from then onwards, until you cancel your subscription, and you can cancel it at any time. Anyone that becomes a patron also gets invited to join my private Valheim server that I pay for that runs 24/7. And you get to play on there whenever you want with the rest of the community, and you'll also get invited to play Valheim with me live on stream when we do server streams. Yes, there will be another one very soon. There is a link in the description to the Patreon, or you can do !Patreon in the chat for the link. The second best way that you can support the content is just by doing donations. Donations are the best way for you to do a one-off contribution, because your money goes the furthest. There's a link in the description the donation page, or you can do !Donate in the chat for the link. And last but not least, you can support the content financially over on YouTube by doing super chats during the live streams, or by clicking the join button below the stream and becoming a YouTube member. Members get access to monthly exclusive behind the scenes videos. You can also support the stream off stream on YouTube when I'm not live by clicking the thanks button below any videos. Also, don't forget to join the Discord. It's the #1 best way to make sure you don't miss any live streams or videos. There's an invite in the description for that as well, where you can do !Discord. And I do stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if you're watching on YouTube and you'd rather be watching on Twitch, you can do so by clicking the link in the description, or by doing !Twitch in the chat. And last but not least, regardless of what platform you're watching on, if you want to support the content completely for free, you can do so by smashing the like button on YouTube and by clicking the sub button on YouTube. Both things make it more likely for the content to be recommended to new people. If you're watching on Twitch and you want to do that, just do !YouTube in the chat for the link. Alright guys.
Splish!
We're looking for the Elder, but no sign of the Elder over there. Kind of an interesting seed that. It sometimes, like, getting that early mod is such a big deal. But yeah, it got weird. What was that? What? What the hell? I just figured out something about my mouse that I didn't even know. Wait, does it disconnect when I turn it upside down? What's going on? Anyway, that was confusing. No, my cable must have just been loose because it's on charge. I swear, when I turned my mouse upside down, it disconnected automatically or something. Like there's a sensor in it. That's super weird. Right, I think I'm going to quickly grab another glass of water because I'm out of water and it is super hot. And then I'll do another speedrun attempt. I think... Wait, am I going to though? It is 1 in the morning. So it'll be 5 in the morning. Kind of a weird time to start a new run, no? If we do another run right now and I get record, it's gonna be 5 in the morning. That also could mean that we could get like 3 hours in and it'd be 4 in the morning. But and then it's just like a dead run and I've stayed up till 4 in the morning. What's up, Soto? Thanks for the look, I appreciate it. Here's my dilemma. So like today, I got up and I was like, I'll stream, you know, sort of just sometime after dinner, basically, you know, like sort of start earlier and do like a longer stream. Because I usually like to get wrapped up around midnight-ish. And then I saw that it was like crazy hot weather. Because we're in the midst of another heat wave in the UK. And this is a tiny little box room that I stream in. And basically, I can't really open the window. It's a tiny little window. And it's onto like a really busy road. So you would actually be able to hear the fucking road if I opened it. So I made the decision like, oh, I'll just stream later. I'll wait until the sun goes down and then I'll start the stream. And I can just stream until later. And I have streamed until later than I normally stream. But then like tomorrow, I might be able to like start earlier if the weather isn't as crazy. But if it is, I'm going to be starting later anyway, because I actually, like, if I'm being totally honest, it's not just, I actually think my PCs will actually just melt if I stream. If it's over 30 degrees C again, and I stream in this room where it's like peak temperature, I don't have water cooling or anything, and I can't open the window, like I said, like I don't think the PCs will even take it. That's part of the reason to do that. I think I should just call it, because if the weather isn't as nuts, I'll be able to start earlier and do a much longer stream tomorrow. But if it is nuts, I'll just do a similar thing again to what I've done tonight, where I've streamed for like 3 hours and 35 minutes. I would prefer to be streaming longer, but I think that's decent under the circumstances. So I think that's what I'll do. Because the thing is, if I do stream now, if I do another run now, that's fine and everything, but there's no way I'm doing like a long stream tomorrow, even if the weather is right for it. You know what I mean? So I think if I wrap up now, we'll at least have a chance, if the weather isn't too crazy, be starting a lot earlier and doing a longer stream. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll go into write down this idea for a rested video. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I think that's a sensible thing to do, chat. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for all of the support of the content today, with the donations and the YouTube memberships and super chats and patrons. Really appreciate all of that. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to leave a like and a nice comment if you're watching on YouTube. I already mentioned all the ways you can support the content. But thanks for watching, everybody. This was actually a really fun stream. It was actually amazing that we got another insane like world record pace run today. I was really frustrated about that situation where we're getting time loss with the 2 archers, but how we actually lost the run, I'm not even mad about it, because it's so ridiculous. There was just a line of archers where we're trying to place the bet. So, I mean, For as much as you could say, oh, if I just played out of my mind, we would have gotten out of that situation. It also is undoubtedly horrific RNG, so I'm fine about that. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for what. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more Valheim speedrun attempts. And like I said, I'll do like my earlier time slot, guys. Again tomorrow, as long as it isn't like pretty much record temperatures again, because if it's like over 30 degrees, I'm not starting the stream because I will fucking melt. For the record, like, heat's kind of a trigger for my anxiety as well. That's one of the other reasons why I don't want to do that. So as long as it's not completely insane, I'll start earlier. If the weather is completely insane again, I'll just do the same thing that I did tonight, where I started a bit later. And you know, we still almost got a 4-hour stream in. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So I'll start earlier and stream for longer, as long as the weather's not too crazy. And if it is too crazy, we'll just do a later stream, do slightly shorter. The best I can do right now. Thanks for watching, everybody, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Valheim. Night, everybody. Bye.